Let's learn about it. It's Lesbian Mini-History with Cat Louise,
Sally Ride was born on May 26th in 1951, and by 1983 she would become the first American woman to travel to space, later in her life becoming a champion for science education and a role model for generations. In California with her two parents and her sister, all of whom were very involved in the Presbyterian, I almost said Catholic, in the Presbyterian church. And Sally got her PhD in physics. Her two main areas of study were astrophysics and free electron lasers. Two things I know absolutely nothing about as a theater major with a gender studies minor. But along with her interest in science, Sally was also a nationally ranked tennis player. And that's the thing that links her to her future life partner, Tam O'Shaughnessy, who was a professional tennis player. So, I hang out on my roof all the time, and I've always seen those little like bags and plastic bottles and like the weird tarp display that I guess could be used for a house. So I'm like, should I call someone? Should I be like, hey, there's a homeless dude on like the roof of the building that's connected to mine? I probably should call someone. I don't know. But I'm also not supposed to be up there, so it's like, we're both at fault. I can't. Anyway, I guess we're just gonna film the rest of the video here. I was trying to have like a nice background. I thought that would be fun. It's nice outside. Sally Ride flew into space and you could see the sky in that video. There was a whole theme happening. But I just wasn't prepared for the audience. I felt a little awkward. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so yeah. So anyway, the reason that Sally and, oh god, I need to... Alright, I'm good now. I'm back on track mentally. So the reason that Sally Ride is a part of my Lesbian Mini-History series is because of her relationship with Tam O'Shaughnessy. Sally is, as far as we know, the first LGBT person in space. She's the first gay in space. Unless someone else was secretly in the closet, because Sally did not actually come out publicly until after her death in 2012. So Sally passed away from cancer in 2012, and in her obituary, it revealed that she had been partners with Tam for 27 years, which was shocking to everyone that thought they knew and loved her, didn't realize that she had this relationship for so long. Sally was actually married to a man at one point, to a fellow astronaut, Stephen Halley, but they divorced in 1978, and if you do the math of the 27-year number that Tam gives us in the obituary, it actually reveals that Tam and Sally's relationship began during the final 2 years of her marriage with Stephen. So that was probably one of the causes for divorce. And it also gives me just kind of like L-word type vibes. Like, I think it's the tennis factor majorly, and then also like the fact of like someone having a husband and having an affair with a woman and then getting together with the woman. It's very L-word. I don't know. But yeah, so married to Stephen, divorced, and then she was with Tam for the rest of her life. Hello. Oh, are you jealous this one's not about you? Sally's sister, Bear, who was also a lesbian and a self-described out-there advocate for LGBT rights, described her sister Sally as tight-lipped and guarded, and not someone who would have been comfortable sharing her personal life in the spotlight. The woman who wrote Sally's biography said that the need for secrets in NASA was inescapable, that in that conservative macho culture, being a woman was more than enough of a hill to climb in order for Sally to be taken just as seriously as her male colleagues. So, with already having that against her, coming out as gay would have been unthinkable and probably career-ending because, hey, in 1990, NASA tried to declare homosexuality a psychiatrically disqualifying condition. And this was 7 years after Sally Ride's first flight into space. So little did they know they already had a gay in space and she did just fine. But yeah, they tried to declare homosexuality a psychiatrically disqualifying condition. And this rule didn't go through. But there was no one at NASA saying they weren't discriminating against sexual orientation, and I'm sure it didn't make LGBT employees at NASA super eager to come out with their sexual orientation. So, to keep their careers safe, they kept their personal lives secret. And so did Sally Ride and Tam. Speaking of Tam, Sally's partner said that Sally didn't want to be defined by her sexuality. Just as she didn't want to be defined as her gender. She never wanted to be the first woman astronaut or the first gay astronaut. Sally just wanted to be an astronaut. Sally spoke out in ways about the double standards she faced that we still see female celebrities doing today. She often encountered pressure and sexist questions from the press. She speaks about this at length in an interview with Gloria Steinem, and I'll link that in the description below if you want to check that video out. It's cool. But she just says, like, she got a lot of questions about her makeup, and people would ask her if the flight would affect her reproductive organs. They would ask her if she cried when things went wrong, if her emotions got in the way of the missions, some weird question about her bra and what she wore in space. Just general sexist bullshit that no one would ever think to ask a male astronaut or any of her male colleagues. But, nevertheless, Sally rose above it all to become America's first female astronaut, making 2 shuttle flights on the Challenger. Sally Ride was an amazingly intelligent person, a trailblazer for women and LGBT people in science, and a role model for young people who want to pursue science. She left behind an organization co-founded and now run by her partner Tam, called Sally Ride Science. Together, Tam and Sally wrote 6 acclaimed children's books. Sally received numerous awards throughout her life, and in the United States there are 2 elementary schools named after her. Of course, Sally was much more than her sexual orientation or her gender, but she opened the door for minorities to see that they can have a place in any career, and helped push the country closer to acceptance and tolerance towards the LGBT community by being a beloved American hero who was a gay woman. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, check out the rest of my Lesbian Mini-History series and click the subscribe button so I get that feeling of accomplishment as my number of subscribers grows and I feel that self-worth in my soul. And I'll let you know if I do anything about the homeless guy on the roof or if I just let it slide, because I don't really know who I'm supposed to call, because I can't be like, hey, I was on the roof, because I'm not allowed to be there. So I'll let you know if he's there the next time I go up there, or if we become like drinking buddies and we become best friends, or maybe he's not a homeless guy, maybe that's just where he stores his plastic bottles. I don't know, but I will keep you updated on whatever information I find out about that. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time here on my channel.